back with another epic in DragonHeir. We've got Schaltar here. We did a Minotaur yesterday who is, Pargu is so damn good. So if you haven't seen this video, go check him out. This guy's a little bit broken and I like it. So today, Sebastian asked me, can you check on this hero and see if it's worth him leveling it up? So I started playing him, and then since I played him, I had to level up all these other Dauntless and play it with him to see if it really made sense to play this hero. He'll buff everybody on the whole entire screen to give them a 30% chance on their basic to do an additional derivative damage hit. But if they're Dauntless, this 30% is doubled. So a 60% chance for all Dauntless heroes on the team to do an extra derivative damage with their basic abilities. And the thing with Dauntless is a lot of them are all basic abilities. This guy has, counts as a basic ability. His basic ability can hit twice. She does attack speed increase for all of Dauntless. You know, every 3 basic abilities you deal additional damage. A lot of things to do with basic abilities and just doing fast attacks. So I loaded up all the Dauntless because she does do a really good buff with that attack speed buff. And then we want to see if this guy's worth it. So we're going to take him into the Vortex boss. First, we're going to go on the target dummy to see what the difference is with a level 1 hero compared to somebody geared out with this derivative damage. It didn't seem like too much of a difference in damage, but I did bring my healer who does have enlightenment bonus. So it was a little bit more. She got a little bit more hit. So we'll get to see that. And then we're going to take all these different teams into the Vortex boss to see how much damage we can get with this guy as our main centerpiece. She's got the buff on right now, so a 30% chance, and she just did it. She just hit for an extra 1,035. So this healer is hitting for around 500, I think, 549, and then she just hit for 1,349 for the derivative damage. I think that's what it was. It was 13 something. There's 961 for a critical hit. There it is, 1376. So 1376 because she's got a little extra enlightenment on her of 130. So that's what increased it from 1047 that we saw before to 1347. I don't know if those are the exact numbers. So we increased it by like 300 by just giving her an additional 120 enlightenment. I didn't do it per enlightenment tick to see what the actual number is. We'll do that in another video when we go over all the damage multipliers, but I just wanted to get an idea of what he's doing for our team. So now I'm going to put him in a full Dauntless team with all the heroes that we just looked over and see what kind of damage we can get against the boss. And they're all level 90, all with epic gear, only 1 rune on. So we haven't taken them to, we'd have to be at rank 5 to get the additional rune. This is all low level. And at low level, we're not supposed to get crazy damage on the boss, right? We're still leveling up. We still got to make rank 5s. We still have to get the positive or negative rune on the right side and get better gear. But it is good epic gear. So it's good gear. This is where a lot of people are going to be in the game until they're like day 16, day 15, till they can make that rank 5 and do journey level 30, which I just got to today, this morning. So this is what we're looking at with 56 minutes left on the boss timer. That was kind of where I was gauging it for this team. And these are all Dauntless. This guy is really not good at all for single target damage. That's why I do damage tests. And I'll pull it over and show you guys in just a minute. Let's do one more run. But what we're going to do is we're going to take out the Minotaur that we're testing right now. We're going to take him out with his additional derivative damage and just bring in one other Dauntless and see what the damage difference is. Because right now we've got a total damage of 202,169,000. So now we're bringing in this team, and we brought in the spear guy on the far left instead of the Dauntless that gives us that buff, 60% chance to get that derivative damage. So that's gone in this team. And with the difference of him being out, we should see a big difference, right? If it's really giving us damage, we should see a big difference. Again, this is edited to end right away. So 207, not really a big difference in damage at all. I just don't feel like that guy, that epic Schaltar, is really bringing in the damage. Stay till after this battle so you can see the damage numbers on the spreadsheet, because it makes a big difference for who you're going to bring in for these single target or AoE battles like this. So right now we've got our adventurer, and he's doing eye shield to make sure we can last a little bit longer. We've got Schaltar in here along with a couple other choice Dauntless that can do damage, like can actually do well. So she's increasing our attack speed of all Dauntless here. And then we've got this guy here with the spear doing some good damage. 2,742,000. So not quite that 3 million that we need. But let's see if we take him out. Is it going to be roughly the same thing again? The next battle, we took him out and we just brought in the other Dauntless Epic. You can see down there at the bottom right here. He's in there to do damage instead of giving us that buff. And at the end of this fight, we got 264. So almost the same. So I don't consider the other Dauntless really doing much for your team. And when I do him as far as damage for himself, let's pull that on over so we can see what the damage is for himself and for all those other Dauntless. This is why I like to see the numbers. So we can see his damage by himself. No one else is with him when we go up to the test dummy, the solo test dummy. He only does 372,000. That's really, really low. And even AoE with 3 test dummies, he's only doing 528,000. Again, it's low, but he's buffing the whole entire team to do additional damage on their basic abilities. They have a percentage to do that. So you would think that it would just really ramp up our total damage to be really good, but it just doesn't seem like it's doing that. This is the other guy with the 2 swords that we saw, the epic one, Dauntless, that we were using in our team. He does really good single target damage, and he has a chance to do 2 additional basic attacks on his basic move 2 times. He gets a chance to hit, and then his ultimate counts as a basic because a lot of Dauntless do that, right? And these rares, you can see that on this rare right here, he's the elf. He's the slender elf that kind of dances around, is terrible at single target damage. So you would never bring him into the Vortex boss. Never. That's the lowest single target damage I've seen out of testing so far. His AoE damage is okay, but that single target is really, really, really bad. So don't bring him in there. As far as this girl, she's the one that was giving us the attack speed buff. You can see where I wrote it on the side. And this one just had all attacks are basic. So all of his attacks are basic attacks. So they all have a chance to proc off of this Minotaur giving us that buff. So all in all, not good, but at least we got to test out all these people. And I did a video on her that I dropped prior to this. So go check it out if you haven't seen it yet, where she's doing 1 million AoE damage. This rare support, she says support, she's really rare DPS with some awesome support. She'll give shield, she'll do decreased attack, 2 down on the enemy. Go check out the video. She is, man, amazing. She really is amazing. But as far as I'm concerned, do not level this guy up. He is definitely not worth leveling. Maybe, no, I don't even think with the legendaries. We're going to talk about the legendaries. We're going to do videos on the legendaries. Don't worry, because the legendaries are really good. I'm talking really good. This was only the epics and the rare in regards to Dauntless. These legendaries, especially this guy, along with her, or even him along with anybody who can do a lot of basic abilities, it's going to be crazy damage, but we'll do that in another video. Let me know your thoughts about him down below. Let me know if you have something different to say about him. Appreciate you guys for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you all in a video soon.